solitude in mind. Thoughts come to me and fade away.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going for a test drive on a 1957 Bel Air. This one does have a 305 under the hood. You can see it's got the upgraded fan. Looks like power steering, should have AC. We'll be checking it out. And we'll have a little fun in this video. We're gonna take it down the road, point out all the flaws so you know exactly what you're getting before you get here. Check us out, maplemotors.com. I have 100 detailed pictures. I have financing and shipping available. And we update every Monday with new rides. As you can see, that's what we specialize in, is classic American muscle cars. Don't forget to subscribe, share, hit like. And today we'll be recording on the GoPro Max. Ain't that right?
That's right.
It's probably one of my favorite cameras out of all of them now. I was using the 7. I returned the 10 today. Oh, getting ready to return it. It just wasn't my thing. All right, guys. Looks like I need to bend this one back so we can shut her down. 2 hands is always better than one, right? One-handed bandits here today. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. And you know what, guys? We're gonna check out the interior. Believe it or not, I haven't started this car. So this should be a cold start here. Well, it started yesterday though. Looking across the dash, the carpet's in good shape, the seats, I'm loving the color scheme. Looks good. Package tray, not too bad back there. Headliner, I can dig it, I like it. Nice and clean. Oh, they messed up one little spot. Well, there's just a piece of trim missing here. So, it's also missing on the passenger side. Across the dash, they made some of the best dashes back then. How fancy. I can show you the mileage, but I can't stand behind it. I might be able to show you the mileage. Let's get in there. And yes, this column has been replaced. Place your bets. Do you think the horn works? Aftermarket Grant steering wheel. How about nothing? Maybe I'm putting it in the wrong hole. Let's try this one. Is there a switch in here, guys?
It's on the column, dude.
You gotta love family. He come out here and hooked my battery up for me. So I think it is on the column. Let's check it out. So it starts up good, keeps its own. Looks like oil pressure gauge is not working on this one. Engine temperature's still down. Let's try some of these switches over here. That's the light. The windshield wiper switch is dangling. Let's try her out though. Maybe we can get it on. Might not be able to get it off. I don't think that worked. Oh, look. Now let's try to turn it off. That was quite easy. Let's try to turn it back on again. I got a good click out of it. Yeah, it's working. Good, because we might run into some rain. I'm gonna try to get back before that happens. How's the radio going? What's going on here? Give me something good. Okay, radio works. It's not the greatest, but it works. That right there doesn't sing quite right either. Am I gonna be able to shut it? Well, figure that out here in a minute. Gas gauge is reading quarter tank. We're gonna stop and get some because I'm not running out today. And the horn, are you ready? Horn does not work. Tilt column. Let's try to shut that one more time. What do we got going on here? Yeah, it's not gonna stay. All right, let's hit the road, see how she runs and drives now. Okay, now that I finally got everything set up, I'm all sweaty, been sitting here a few minutes. The temp gauge has not come up yet. I'll let you know if that changes. I noticed with the bent window, they put the mirror here, so it's kind of in the way. You gotta move the mirror. And we got some rattly trim right here on the outside of the window. So I'm gonna try to keep it down. There also is no seat belts. I told you it wouldn't stay. There's no seat belts in it. This just needs to be realigned. It needs to be brought up like that, and it'll stay. See how it's kind of loose there? A few things need to be buttoned up on this car. Let's see how she runs and drives. You can definitely tell this is an aftermarket steering column, or it's out of a different ride. Okay. Here we go, guys. Go ahead and head back that way. I'm gonna try it again. I must have put it down into second or first. Steer column here is a bit tricky. So that's neutral. There we go. Let's try it again. Okay. Shifting out good. Going straight as an arrow down the road. I'd say you could jump up on the interstate, run 60, 65. I wouldn't push it much more than that. Speedometer is not working on this. That's another reason you can't stand behind mileage. The speedometer is not turning, neither is the odometer. Something we haven't tried is the air. I'm gonna pull over here and see if I can feel anything. The old AC is not working on this one. It looked like it was hooked up under the hood. I figured it would. Trying to make it cut on. I couldn't hear when we were driving down the road if the blower motor was kicking on, so I wanted to pull over and see if that's what it was. Our temperature gauge is not coming up either, not hooked up. Running and driving wise, it's pretty good. Seems to be stopping good. It's got good throttle response. The shifter on the column is a little bit tight, as in the gears are really close, so that's where I messed up right off the rip. I thought I counted 3 clicks and I went down 4. Okay, so I can fix this. I may even have the screwdriver in there. There's a Phillips head screwdriver on the right side and the left side are screwed. And if I get in there and adjust it, tighten it up, it should start latching and holding. I'll see if I can fix that up. I think I may only have a flathead though. I may have to get a little shorty Phillips and use it. Turn signal wise, popping up on both sides of the dash there. Now that we're here at the parking lot, what we're going to do is do some undercarriage shots. I'll throw this wide lens on there that I'm using now. We'll do a little ghost riding in the parking lot. And no guys, I don't put it in gear, I just put it in neutral. I can't tell you all my tricks, but it's basically downhill, uphill. So the worst that could happen is it come rolling back on me. I don't know, hopefully that don't happen. It is fun though, especially when people are watching. There's police over there, they watched me last time. They were like, what in the world is he doing? I don't know. You put it in neutral, like so, and then it just starts going. Look, I found the perfect spot. Let's have a little fun with it. Up in here, you can see there's a screw right there, and it's just loose. So you can adjust it and kind of adjust it up. That way when it closes, it's closer like that. We'll get that when we get back. All I got's a flathead, and it's pretty big, so let's go. All right, got y'all on wide lens here. Let's take off. Look at how quick. Okay, so there's reverse. I'm not having to pull very hard. I'm just trying to go very slight. There we go. There's drive. So you see how fast that skipped? That's why I took off in second. This is drive right here, so we're good. Starting to get used to it. Just a little close. There it goes. All right. we're good to go now. Temp gauge and oil pressure are not coming up. The bolt gauge is hooked up though. And we'll go ahead and head back to the car lot now and do the walk around video, point out chips and scratches. Anything that I can find on the paint. We'll check over the interior one more time. We made it back to the lot now. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I post them pretty much all the beginning of the week, about 10 a week now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the walk around on this one. I'll probably put her back over there in her spot. Had a good spot for it right there by the front, sitting next to the 56. They look good together. So I think I'm gonna park it back over here, and that's where we're gonna do the walk. See, I told you I'm getting used to that shifter. Not even having to try now, it's just going where I want it. You see the tranny's good. Using the fire out of it. Oh, he's gonna line me up too. Good deal. All right, we're gonna start the walk now, guys. All right, back up here at the lot. We're getting ready to walk around this 1957 Bel Air. I'm gonna point out chips, scratches, any kind of flaws so you know the rest about the car. I hope you enjoyed the test drive. If you did, don't forget to hit subscribe, share, and hit like. I'll keep these videos coming your way. All right, let's get started here. I already got the trunk open, so we'll start in the back. The seal around the trunk seems to be in pretty good shape. Not bad at all. You got a little bit of insulation up there. It looks like it's in good shape. Jams aren't too bad. Trunk mat's nice and clean in this one. Looking at the flooring, I don't think I can rip this mat all the way out because the jack's holding on to it, but you can see the trunk looks pretty good. Not bad. So I'm gonna kind of clean it up a little bit and keep it straight. All right. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure this is all back in here so I can shut the trunk. That mess I made. All right, we're coming down with this. Shuts easy. Trunk looks pretty good. I'm not seeing a lot of chips and scratches back here, but there's some runs down here. There's a crack. A bit of wax down in the bottom there. The back bumper has been replaced. It's nice, clean. Looks pretty good. Story on the gas. I couldn't get gas because my car, I'm only allowed to use it 3 times a day. Apparently I'm cut off because I used it 3 times a day. So we didn't get to check the gas gauge, but I do believe it does work. I did notice it come down. I was out for 30-45 minutes driving this thing around. Coming down the lower portion here, got a nice set of American racing wheels, and you can tell they're fairly new. They're clean on the backside as well. Drum brakes in the rear, really good tires. Down this lower portion here, the chrome looks good. A lot of this chrome's been replaced on this car. That's why some of it's kind of shaky. May not have had the exact clip. Coming on down, bottom of the door looks good. Get my shadow out of there. You can see the front bumper hasn't been replaced. It's got some scars, some scratches, and a little pitting popping up. Front wheel on this one looks good too. Coming back down the side, you got a few swirls from a buffer, little oxidation there, and you could see if you put some wax back on it, that'll darken up. You won't have to worry about it. Went on down. Trim looks good. Got some little dark spots popping up on the fins back here. Light scratch there, that's can be buffed out. Trim up here looks good. Back window trim looks good. There's a little ding on the trim there, probably where they were installing it. I love these top pieces. A lot of times they do get damaged. You can see this one has been damaged, but it still works just like it should. Right up there in the front though, it must have gotten a bind, because they're supposed to flip all the way down like that. Mirror's been replaced, and you can see this is what I was talking about, where I had to move the mirror to open that up. So coming around the front here, front windshield's in good shape. Around the top fender here, there's a little crack in the paint right there. Looking over the roof line here, you got some bubbles in the back, cracks in the paint, little bubbles there. All right, let's go around the front end here. Front end on this car, chrome's nice and clean, but it does have some marks, some pitting, a little haziness on the edges there. Coming down this side, we're gonna go the lower portion back midsection and end on the top, just like we did. A little haziness on the side here. Coming up over and down. Trim looks pretty good. A flat spot here. Got 2 chips right there. Light scratch on the back here. Looking back, the midsection, you got a few dings right in this area. You also got a few dings on the trim right here. Some right here as well. A lot of times when they're trying to put this stuff on, they get a little rough with it. Maybe hit a little too hard with the mallet. A lot of this stuff can be buttoned up, tightened up. See that? Be tightened up from the inside. But you can definitely see a lot of new trim. Paint's fairly new. There's a ding right there. Got a couple right there. On your top here, you got some dimples, indentions. Trying to make them pop up for you. All right. Walked all the way around. Let's go ahead and open up the interior and check it out. Door panel's in great shape. I'm liking it. Weather strip has got a little cut right here, but still looks fairly new. Bottom of the door looks pretty solid. Jams. Carpet's fairly new. The seat is in great shape. It does have some wear where people are getting in and out. Right here on the edge. The back here. Got a big back seat. All right, hopping off in here. Still haven't fixed this. I will though. I'm gonna go get me a screwdriver here in a minute. Tighten her up and get her lined back up. I gotta do that battery in that one anyways when I test drove it. And you do got these pieces here that are missing in those corners. Let's try to turn the key without touching the gas. I knew it'd start. So your oil pressure gauge and your temp gauge never came up on this one. You got a voltmeter. Be nice to have the temp gauge hooked up at least. Motor's pretty quiet. They never get the compressor to kick on. It looks like they tried to hook it all up. I don't know where the switch is though. And then on this hood, you go up too far, a lot of these hinges like to bend back the other way. This one right here is not doing it quite yet, but be easy when you're laying them down. I've had a lot of them in the past, reverse, and then you got to go get a pry bar and fix all that. So laying her down here is what I mean. You push in a little bit and it starts falling, so you're good. And it does shut easy. You got a little bit of pitting right here. Same with this one. In the corner. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like, share, subscribe. That helps me out a lot, and I do appreciate it. I'm gonna keep these videos coming your way. I'm gonna go inside right now and make this one, put it together for you, and hopefully in the morning I'll get to El Camino, and then I can get started on next week's. If I get way ahead, then that's even better, because then I can just put them all out on Monday. Again, guys, thanks for watching. Check out maplemotors.com. Look at the detailed pictures. We also have financing and shipping available, and we update every Monday with new cars. Next week we already have 10 ready. Let's get it. See you later.